Hey everybody, I have a new video today for Paper Rose Studio. I'm going to be making some cards today, and I have 3 little cute card sketches that I'm going to follow. They are, well, these 2 are from Mojo Monday, who makes the best layered card sketches. Love them. And this 3rd one, I'm trying to see if you can see that. That's who the sketch is by. I think this is from an international creator because this is not English. So I'm pretty sure that's from an international creator, but I'm not 100% sure how to pronounce that. But I thought that the sketch was really, really cute. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But first, I received this collection from Paper Rose Studios. This is the Botanical Memories collection. I haven't used it at all yet. I get to choose most of the products I get from Paper Rose, which I absolutely adore, having the option to pick what I want to work with. So I'm going to make 3 cards today, but I wanted to show you this collection because I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I think that it would work really, really well, not just for cards, but for scrapbook pages as well. So I'm just going to flip through it quick. Of course, Paper Rose, they always do the other side of their 12 by 12 collections, always has all of these cute little sentiments, or you can also use them as like titles or subtitles on a scrapbook layout as well. Then there is this cute little 3x4 cut apart sheet. And the back has these adorable little bird houses. This one is called Botanical Memories B. I love this paper. I think it is absolutely stunning. So, so pretty. And then the back is like this fun kind of newsprint pattern. This is C, so it has this large kind of chandelier here. I think if you had a formal event or that you were real dressed up, right, you could have lots of photos, kind of making a photo strip here, and then you could put your title on top of this, and that would be super cute. And then the back is all the chandeliers, just over and over again. This one has these beautiful girls on it, like kind of vintage girls. I want to say Gibson girls, but that's not what they really are. They're just dressed normally. And then the back is just this gorgeous like purple watercolor. I have been really gravitating towards purple recently, which is kind of funny. It's not something like not for decor or to wear or anything like that, but I feel myself kind of being drawn to it for scrapbook supplies, maybe because it is like that time of year, springtime. This one has these adorable little stacks of teacups. And then the back is just the super usable stripe with some distressing. This blue, green, and blue and yellow pattern. And then the back is this gorgeous aqua script. And then it repeats, so you get 2 of each of the papers. You don't have to make any hard decisions between A sides or B sides. So I have all of the papers. You also don't have to make any decisions about whether you're going to make cards or make scrapbook pages with them because you have 2 of each. So you can do both if you want. I also have the embossed die cuts. We're going to be working with those today as well. I love these embossed die cuts. They are so, so fun. So lots of cute little images. We have all the birdhouses and the teacups and those gorgeous chandeliers, this little vanity. And then same, just the cute vanity mirrors. I think that there is, how does this work? Okay, so these are all different. 4 sheets, all different, no repeating patterns. And Paper Rose die cuts are printed on really thick paper. They have this kind of awesome embossed detail, and then you just pop them out. So super easy to use. So that is the Botanical Memories collection. I'm gonna go ahead, pop out the die cuts, and come back. We're gonna make 3 really pretty cards with them. Oh, one more thing. You can find the links to all these products down in the description box. I will link up both the die cuts and the paper pad. So I went ahead and filmed this video very quickly, in that I kind of cut everything up so that the video wouldn't be too long for you. I wanted to make sure to show you that beautiful Botanical Memories collection. And I'm going to use that card with all of the strips to start. I decided that for all those vertical strips, I would use the branding strips off of the Botanical Memories papers. I just love Paper Rose Studios, their branding strips. They're all just like solid coordinating colors. And you guys know, if you've been around my channel for a little while, I am obsessed with solid colored washi tape. It's my favorite. And these solid colored strips are so fun. So I love just solid colored strips for edges on scrapbook pages and on cards, and I think that these branding strips work perfect for that. So I cut a whole bunch of them, and I'm going to go ahead and start at one end. I'm going to create kind of like a repeating striped pattern with all the colors, and then I can just go ahead and glue them down. So I cut each of the branding strips in half. So basically each of these are 6 inches, and I'm not using all of the 6 inches. That's okay. And then I have this fun striped black and white paper we're going to use across the top right there. I also die cut a circle just from some white cardstock, and I will be doing a little bit of inking using Hickory Smoke Distress Oxide ink. Not a lot of inking, just on some of the edges that looked like they needed a little bit of a finishing touch. I did that. I also am going to use from the back of the cover sheet for the papers are all of those adorable little sentiments, and I'm going to use those, but I'm going to, as you can see, fussy cut them down a little bit smaller. So they're on these strips that I believe are the same height as the branding strips, but they're still a little big, and I felt like we could take some of that off and make the sentiments a little smaller, so that's what I'm doing. And that gave the card front some time for the glue to really like stick in and be dry, so I can grab and trim off. So I love how that look, all those colors, so pretty. And I chose just a little potted flower for my focal image. Just something that fit in that circle really nicely. My circles are 2-inch circles, in case you are interested, and I just die cut them from some white cardstock with a nesting circle die. When I work with Paper Rose Studios papers, I always use wet glue because, and the same way with Brutus Monroe papers, because they do have that little bit of a coating on them. And my Kikoya tape runner doesn't like to stick to that coating in any way, shape, or form. So when I'm working with my Paper Rose or my Brutus Monroe papers, I always find it to be just much easier to work with wet glue. So I have these cute little gems, these little pearls. I've talked about them before. I have 2 packs of them. I have them on my desk. They need used up badly. They are also starting to get to the point where the little glue dot on the back of them is sticking to the packaging instead of sticking to the pearl. So I'm going to reinforce them with some wet glue just to make sure they are good and adhered. And that way, if the little glue dot on the back of them wants to stick to the packaging, it can, and it's not a big deal. But I am going to add some of those pearl accents. These pearls are really pretty. The colors are beautiful. And I really want to use them up. So we're going to go ahead and I have 2 packages of them that I've been, if they match a project, they're going on a project for most of the month of April and probably most of the month of May too. So that is my first card done. If my voice sounds a little janky, it's going to sound a little janky all week. I caught a lovely spring cold. Stupid spring colds. I hate them. Anyway, it's been going through my house for about a week and a half now, and I have been dodging it big time. And then today it caught me. For my second card, I decided on a purple background. This pretty watercolor purple paper. Really, really like it. It's so gorgeous. And I am going to go ahead and ink those edges up. I'm just inking them very, very lightly with some gray hickory smoke distress oxide ink. This collection is a lot of kind of cooler colors. And when I'm using cooler colors, I do like to ink with the hickory smoke instead of my all-time favorite vintage photo. So I'm going to ink up all these little squares and adhere them down. I'm just following those sketches I showed at the beginning and getting all of these patterns into place. This card is going to feature some of the little bird cages, the bird cage paper, and then also a bird cage focal point and some more of that black and white striped paper. I think I used quite a bit of the black and white striped paper on these cards. I did really enjoy that, having that contrast between the black and white and then the cool purple colors. So just get that into place, and then very simply, we're going to keep the card real simple. I have another one of those 2-inch circle dies. I think I used these circle dies on all 3 of the cards I created for today. And then more of the birdhouses, more of one of the birdhouse die cuts, and I'm going to fussy cut the with sympathy out as well. And I'm going to go ahead and finish this one off with some gold pearls, some matte gold pearls. And there we are, card number 2, all done. So cute. I love that lovely purple background. For my third card, I went with the teacups. So this collection has some really cute teacup and teapot images. It also has some really fun, like girly furniture pieces and lots of florals. But I really, really liked the teacup elements, and I decided that I would like to use one of those on a card. And there's that black and white striped paper again. I really, really like how that black and white striped paper kind of pops off of the other patterns. I found myself, as you can plainly see, using it quite often and this purple. I love the purple. So I've already gone ahead and fussy cut the sentiment for this card, so you don't have to watch me do that. And I can just put it together now real quick. And like I said, I pre-cut all of the pieces. I pre-cut all of everything to make this video not be really, really long. Keep it kind of short because I did want to make sure to unbox this collection for you at the beginning of the video, because I think this collection would be gorgeous for any kind of paper crafting, cards or scrapbook pages. But I know quite a few don't watch all of the card making videos. So I figured, well, if I did the little unboxing at the beginning and kind of shortened up the card making, then you could at least see the whole collection. For this, I started with a square that was 3x3 and I cut it down. I had originally made it just a little bit too large for my focal point. We're actually going to do 2 focal points, or a cluster for a focal point on this layout. or in this card, because I really wanted to use that mirror. I thought it was super pretty. And then I chose this smaller kind of teapot and teacup image. I'm actually going to pop that image up on some foam tape and kind of have it sitting in front of that mirror image. I'm going to move the sentiment all over the place to probably like 30 different areas till I finally find a spot that I think I like it. And then I'll glue it down. I also punched out a little heart. This is just a heart punch from my stash. It's so cute. And it has like a little bubbly piece. So I went ahead and did that. I die cut that little heart piece, and I'm going to place it right down in the corner there. And I did ink it up. Oh, nope, I didn't place it in the corner. Wait, did I? I don't remember where I put it. Apparently I was like moving it around all over the place trying to figure that out. So there we go. We found it at its home. And then for our last little embellishment, I went with the pink. They're like a pinky peachy color. They're not real pink, but they're not real peach either. They're like in the middle, that pretty kind of corally color. So I used those little pearls. And then I'll adhere my card front to a card base, and these cards are ready to go. They're actually, I made them specific to some that I needed for currently. So that was good, because that means that we can just sign them and send them, and they aren't going to hang out in my craft room for a while. And here's a look at all 4 of the cards I made. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button. And have a wonderful Sunday. I hope your week is lovely, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.